look into your life like a book and open it up and open a page and have a look at your secrets, I'm going to be contacting the alleged spirit world. Is everyone up for that?
For the next 2 hours, Joe's taking this willing crowd into his world.
I've got 2 people coming through. Where am I? Where are we? 2 people? He's saying he's got his marbles back.
Thank God.
And they love him. For them, Joe's worth the price on the ticket as he delivers hit.
There was a rat in his house.
Thank you.
After hit.
If he's like, would be 38 or...
38.
38, thank you very much.
But interspersed with the showmanship are stories of real tragedy. There's been a lot of heartache in this room.
But the main person is the person that's being crushed, okay? He needs to let you know is that he's fine. In the vehicle...
The many stories of suicides and violent deaths bring home the intimate level at which these people are allowing Joe to tread. He carries a real responsibility as he involves himself in their memories.
Okay, you've got 2 suicides. Yeah, your son was murdered.
My first husband committed suicide as well.
Okay, does one of them know Gary? Okay, is that he passed through a suicide. She's mentioning cocaine, she's mentioning drugs. Is that he would have hung himself, this person?
It makes me feel sad and uncomfortable. And I wonder what's more important.
Just let you know, is that they're okay?
Whether Joe's actually psychic or whether he brings comfort.
Okay, okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave Michelle with you. She's absolutely fine. She's happy. Yeah?
I understand.
Okay, thanks very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
I thought he was really good, really accurate.
I thought he was great. He was really good. He is very good. Yeah.
Whatever you try to do, you try to, with me, is try to keep the audience uplifted because you've got a lot of people grieved in the audience and different things. It'd just be my natural way of work, and, you know, sometimes serious, sometimes a little bit uplifting, and then, you know, changing from time to time.
Where would you imagine yourself in five years' time? What would you love to be doing with this?
I would like to be doing shows in front of, say, 2,000 and 3,000 people, because I feel I make a lot stronger connections than other people that are performing out there now.
But I am a bit surprised to discover that some of the people Joe read for tonight have had readings with him before, albeit some time ago.
He's actually given me the same reading last year, about 12 months ago.
I have had a reading off him before, but it was a long time ago.
We've been to an open circle before, and we've had him. You've seen him before privately, haven't you? Yeah, I have. And she has a different one. And everything that he says is always spot on, so...
Joe says that people are going to follow him regularly if they like psychic performances and will have seen more than one show.
Do another one for the waiting.
Okay, ready, okay.
Tonight's audience certainly believed Joe was communicating with the dead. I'd love it to be true as well, but I've got my doubts. And Joe's not going to like them.
I'm going to shake your hand.
Are you fake?
No, I'm 100% not a fake. What I do as a medium is 100% genuine.
I'm spending 5 days with Joe Power, a self-styled people's medium working in Liverpool.
I felt like more of a father-in-law.
Is he the real deal? Or if he's not contacting the dead,
I really can't think.
does he hold a genuine belief that he is? Last night, Joe performed a show in which he wowed an audience by communicating with the dead. But while he could be, there is another way of achieving similar results. And I'll let you into a secret. It involves one of the many techniques I use when I'm on stage. It's called cold reading.
And she's still got tears in her
It allows you to give the impression you know personal details about people you've only just met.
She's fine on your side.
Professor Richard Wiseman, who attended last night's show, is an expert in studying claims of paranormal abilities. I met him for a second opinion on how cold reading could be used.
That's your grandson.
What Joe is doing, I think is impressive in the sense that he's standing on stage and getting people to say, yes, my goodness, you know, you seem to be in contact with somebody in the spirit world. The question is he doing that through some kind of psychological cold reading technique, or is it genuine? You're never going to know for certain.
If Joe is cold reading, he would first have to make the connection. Here you convince a bereaved spectator that you have a link to a loved one in the spirit world.
I'm linking to her is her name is Jean.
So what's better than mentioning a name?
Clear, and I know that someone should be connecting to this lady. Oh, bloody start. Okay.
But if that doesn't work, you just try another name.
Debbie, that should be linked to this lady.
My auntie and cousin.
And hey presto, you've made the connection.
People in the spirit world.
Yeah.
Just bear with me one moment.
Okay. So it's an interesting start there. He comes out and he says, absolutely crystal clear, I'm looking for a Jean. And there's not much of a response there, so it becomes then it's Debbie as well. If you listen to the actual words, actually Jean has vanished from it.
Now, is this lady only just passed?
But with the audience member now hooked, there's still work to do. You've got to reveal facts about them and their dead loved ones.
You'll be the right connection. You stay with me a second.
So next up, the sitter does the work.
Oh God, you said Jean before.
Yeah.
It'll be Joan. She's over there in the audience.
Where is she?
That's another sister.
So this is the sitter doing all the work. So he came out and said, Jean, oh, and now I've worked it out. You mean Joan, who's alive over there. So it's the sitter doing the work.
Is it Paul? I don't know if that was one of his friends. You may need to...
He had a partner, Pauline.
Okay. Now,
there's also that sense of throwing out a lot of options. So they're trying to fit this information, they're dropping away the stuff that doesn't make sense, they're picking up and getting the psychic to elaborate on the stuff that does. So it involves a back and forth.
Okay, where's the family of 5 of you then? As if there's 5, I need to...
Nowhere is this more apparent than when the audience has to work hard to make sense of the numbers.
Okay, why is she mentioning 5 then? Is it like 5 of you, or is it 5 connection?
So there he says, I'm getting a figure 5. And she says, yeah, 5 girls and a boy. Or as some might refer to it, 6.
6, yeah.
So again, he might be right. He might be right, maybe. It was 5 girls, and the spirits were whispering that to him, and he just couldn't quite make sense of it. Or it could just be a number that's thrown out there, and it's her job to make it fit.
Is it 5 connection?
5 girls and a boy.
Sometimes, rather than throwing specific information at the audience to work out, cold reading also allows you to deal with generalities.
Have to wait for me to link.
So next up, Barnum statements. Comments that could apply to many people.
Okay, how's your knee?
Not too good.
He's talking about your knee, look.
Other.
Okay, you've had problems with it.
Yeah.
And is it your hip as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and saying to a lady of a certain age that she has a dodgy knee or hip is what we call a Barnum statement, isn't it? From P.T. Barnum, who said there's something for everyone. It's a phrase that can clearly apply to a lot of people in that situation, although it sounds very specific in the way that it's delivered.
But out of all the cold reading techniques, my personal favourite is the recap.
I just felt...
Here you tell the audience something they've just told you.
Or Catherine.
Her name's Catherine, a sister, but we call her Kitty.
And 1 minute, 22 seconds and 23 frames later...
Well, I want to keep talking to you, and you mentioned the name of Kitty, didn't you? Not me, because I'm hearing that again, by the way. It's as if like it's a nickname.
Well, her name's Catherine, but everyone calls her Kitty.
Ah, because she's saying nickname. Okay, so it's a nickname that we used to call her.
He's already heard that. She's already told him that.
I believe that's the case. So this is a kind of recapping. But of course, if you don't remember the beginning part of the reading, which is when he was explicitly told that, you could look at that and think, oh my goodness, how on earth did he come up with that information? And the answer is, he was told it fairly early on.
And could this be another one?
There's 3 people that I need to connect to.
Yeah, I think it's my cousin. There's 3 of them in a car.
Was 2 killed?
Yeah.
She said cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, I need
and what's revealed?
Because I'm feeling that these 2 people... Was one like a cousin, or was the
Yeah, it was my cousin.
It was your cousin? Yeah. Okay, does the name of Jimmy connect...
But we're all human, and sometimes you do get the information wrong.
No.
No. Don't know what that is.
But if it is going wrong, there's a solution, and it's called the blame game. You can blame the spirits.
I felt his energy, but I'm not convinced that I'm talking to him, so I'd rather let you sit down if that's okay.
Or you can blame the audience if the information doesn't quite ring true.
Okay, she's saying yes, she was in the hospital.
Yeah, she was a while back. don't know. She may have been.
Okay, you may need